Hello and welcome to another VITA story. My name is Justin Chu, the Senior Program Associate for the Field Engagement Team here at Prosperity Now. And today I'm joined with Emmy Alvarez, who is a Tax Help Colorado VITA volunteer, and Courtney O'Reilly from Tax Help Colorado. How are you both doing today?
Doing so well. Thank you so much for having us, Justin.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for sticking with us. I think I'll go straight into the first discussion question, and I think Courtney, you can go first, which is how do you incorporate VITA into your local community?
Yeah, great question. So Tax Help Colorado works with community colleges, high schools, and universities, plus our community volunteer program to incorporate it within the community. So we've been working with schools like the one Emmy's goes to for a number of years now to try to help, best serve people within that community. Having students in that community, they usually know that community really well and feel really comfortable in it, and so we're grateful to have their help with it. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for students to learn a valuable skill and resources. So that's pretty much how we incorporate VITA into our community.
Us at Thornton High School incorporate VITA is with our volunteer experience, we look at situations from a different perspective or assignments. Like before I was a VITA volunteer, I would usually just get stuck on a question and then I would get frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. And through my volunteer experience and helping people out in our community, I've learned that if I don't understand it, I just move on and then go back to it. And our community really is a support system that supports us volunteers in that aspect.
Awesome. I think that's great to hear that VITA helps you look at things from a different angle. And within the community, I think that looking at new interesting angles is always really valuable. And I'll lead you to the second question, which is why is VITA important to your local community?
I think VITA is important to our local community because mostly our students that go to Thornton High School, we're all low-income students, and we know the struggles that exist in our community and our family members or people we know, and just seeing the program, the support system they bring through the volunteers is very valuable, and it really helps people out to not worry about whether they will have food on the table one day or another.
Yeah, Emmy just said it so well. I think for the communities we serve, they really are fighting to make ends meet. And so the idea that many of them miss out on things like the earned income credit and the child tax credit is a pretty devastating loss because we know it does so much for so many of the families we serve. In addition, knowing how much the average tax preparer charges, we know families need every penny of that refund back. And so we're just really grateful to have volunteers like Emmy and other students and other community volunteers to help make this possible.
Yeah, in times like today, I mean, every dollar counts, and with COVID and all the other stuff happening, I think that VITA is a great way to help provide the services that people need without having to go to places that would otherwise try to take advantage of them. I think for our last question, I would love to hear from both of you either why should people choose VITA or why is VITA important to you?
Yeah, and I'm happy to go first if that's okay, Emmy. Yeah, I think people should volunteer with VITA because it provides a great asset to your community. It teaches a really valuable skill, and you also meet some pretty amazing people like Emmy along the way. We have a really good time with our group of volunteers and students. Obviously, with COVID, it looks a little different this year, and I'm sure it looks different for most VITA programs and how we're all interacting with each other. But I think it really just forms a really amazing community, and we're so grateful for all of our volunteers, and we love getting to know them and their quirks and seeing what strengths they bring to our program. So we're just really grateful for that.
Yeah, just to add on to what Courtney said, this is my first year as a VITA volunteer, and it's truly an experience that has formed my character. And before this, my first volunteer experience ever was a food bank, and now with COVID, I can't provide that type of support, and just knowing that I'm helping people and interacting with them and kind of being part of a support system is very rewarding, and I would encourage every high school student who has the privilege to take this class to just take it and do the practicum, because it's truly an enriching and rewarding experience that can't be found anywhere else.
We love our high school students. They're just amazing. It's incredible that they are able to do this, and they do such a great job. And also just a shout out to Emmy, because she also helps interpret for us for our Spanish speaking clients. And so many of the clients we serve in our communities are helped by our students like Emmy. So thank you so much. And yeah, thankful for all the VITA volunteers out there.
Thank you for all the support and like all the answers with every question I have.
They're great questions. That's part of VITA, being a VITA volunteer, is learning from each other, asking questions. I don't think after any kind of training, whether it's in a formal class or if you go through community volunteer training on your own or as a group, it doesn't stop when you get certified. It keeps going. This is my 10th tax season, and there's still new things that I'm learning each year, and it's because of other volunteers and other amazing members of this community.
Awesome. I think that's a great place for us to close off this conversation. But VITA is a learning experience. So whether you're in high school, college, or in the workforce, or just want to find a way to give back, VITA is a great tool for that, to you to help give back to your community. And if you want to share a little bit more about VITA and how VITA has an impact in you, we encourage you to use hashtag VITAWorks throughout VITA Awareness Day coming up later this month, as well as any sort of VITA thing that you hear throughout the year. We really encourage you to share. And I'll thank you, Courtney and Emmy, for both taking the chance to hop on for this conversation. And I look forward to talking with everyone else in the future. Bye-bye.